Hey guys, I'm Tim.
And I'm Bob.
I'm Mike.
And this is the Board Game Rundown, and today we're going to talk about the top 5 games we played in March.
Yeah.
We each have our own individual lists, but we do play a lot of games together, so there might be some crossover, but maybe we've got them ranked in different spots.
True. Yeah. So how you felt compared to somebody else?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Or not at all.
Not
Some
at
people
all.
are dead inside.
True. It's been
Nobody here,
It's been a
of course.
long week.
So does anybody have any caveats or any criteria for their list
Nope.
specifically?
I just pulled up my BG stats. I filtered it for this month, and I listed a top 7 or 8. Then I just ranked those in the order that I like them.
I have played some of my favorite games of the year so far this month, just in March.
Nice.
So
Yes,
good month.
I also played these between March 1st and March 31st.
congratulations, Mike.
Good job, Mike.
Well done.
You hit the base criteria.
And they're not even necessarily new to me games. Like that doesn't have to be like
Correct.
the first time I played it,
Nope.
but just
our
the
favorites.
favorite ones. All right. You good there? You
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Get that, clear that
Have
off.
another one.
All right, are we ready to go down to number 5?
I think so. Number 5. So, number 5 to me is a new one. It was Hopalakis Remastered.
Yes, Haplomachus.
Tim and I played this. Big fan of skirmish games, chip theory games. The chips are super nice. The mat was really cool. The factions were very asymmetrical, so they had that list of different types of abilities. I had this dude, this faction that had these hooks that could just pull things towards me. So I was lining my guys up to pull Tim's guys into my big beast that would just sit there and munch on him. That was a good time, and it delivered one of those awesome epic moments where I had tons of people. I got greedy with my leader. I pushed it. Tim got super lucky with his roll and took me out, even though he was down to one guy, and he killed my leader, and that cost me the game. But it's just games that deliver that those big epic moments.
So, yeah, it was very cool.
I love them. So yeah, that was great.
I might talk about that later.
Okay.
So my number 5, not near as heavy. This was the second time I played this game, but the first time since it's been in my collection. I'm talking about Captain Flip. Wasn't that like a Spiel des Jahres or a Kenner Spiel? I don't know.
Yes.
One of those, right? But anyways, Captain Flip, kind of a push your luck. You draft a tile, don't look at the other side of it. You can take that one, or you can flip it over.
But you're stuck with that.
Take that side, resolve it, and then you're going to place it on your ship. You're trying to fill up rows and columns. Most coins at the end wins, right? So some things pay off right away. Some things have end game scoring, and there's also those cannoneers, right? Those gunners.
Yeah.
That will, if you get 3 of them,
Kaboom.
But they pay really good.
Sure.
So it's kind of interesting, that push and pull. And then there's like the monkey tile where you have to flip a guy next to you. All kinds of good stuff in Captain Flip. It's very cheap. It's very affordable, and I strongly recommend it.
It's really fun when you can get one of those cannon guys placed and then flip them twice and reactivate them to get the 5 again. Yeah,
Look at
very
that.
fulfilling.
Nice.
Great game. Played it a lot on BGA.
Right on.
Good pick. My number 5 for me, just got it from Kickstarter, and it's Emerald Skulls from Thunderworks Games. We played a 6-player version of this yesterday and really had a lot of fun with this. I got the all-in, so I got the big box that comes with Goblin Vaults. It comes with these really awesome Metal Gear tokens and a player mat. I didn't need all that stuff. I just wanted it. And I think Thunderworks makes actually really amazing metal coins. So
They do.
Those gears are
I've
badass.
got a bunch of their metal coins, and I think they're all fantastic. But what you're doing in this one is one person is the tumbler or the dice roller, and they're rolling. They start with 3 dice for free. They can use gears to buy more dice. They're going to roll those dice and then assign them to rows depending on the result. But the catch is that when you re-roll, let's say you've got a 3 assigned, you can't place a 2 or a 1. So if you've got a 3 and you only roll 2s and 1s, you've now busted and you can't win anything. Except what the other players are doing is betting on what you're going to do. They can bet on you busting, and if that happens, they actually win gears. And so as soon as the supply of gears runs out, whoever has the most gears wins. And so you've got one person rolling these dice and trying to climb up this sort of ladder of placement, and other people are sort of rooting on or cheering on them to bust or
succeed.
Or
succeed.
succeed
Yeah.
if you've got the bet on them
Yeah.
to gem out and you need them to place the 5 at the very top.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about when we played this game the other day was not like, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's like middle of the game, right? The middle of the tumbler going. When everybody's still got like one betting chip left, and then it's like they roll, and then everyone goes click, 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 and you throw it down.
They put that 3 down, and there's that pick your nose where you can roll, re-roll, and then and everybody's making sure going for that.
Tries to get down first because that's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
You got to be down early.
Yeah, because only so many people can bet on certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got 2 bet tokens, and it's a real-time bet. They can bet at any time.
Kind of like ready, set, bet.
The
like
tumbler
that way,
is
right?
supposed to like stop and give people time to place their bets, but as soon as you see like the results, like you said, certain people are going to start placing
Betting on
certain
certain
yeah.
things.
Hell yeah.
If they've got a whole bunch of dice at the bottom, with the 1s and 2s are called the teeth because you're placing bets onto a skull play mat. There's a bet where you can bet that all of their dice are going to go on the teeth. And we've only played the basic bet so far. There's advanced bets.
I can't
that
wait
I'm
to play those
excited
later.
to play.
Yep.
I also have the deluxe that includes the 7 and 8 player expansion. It was a little long at 6, but it was a learning game, and I still really enjoyed it. And I
I
can't
feel
wait
like
to
the
play
game
more.
really, as everybody kind of figured it out, really ramped up at the end.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
played a lot faster.
Yeah.
You know-
I'm usually not big on betting games, but like I love that your bets don't really cost you anything because you just have
Right.
those betting tiles and you're just kind of hoping that you're placing your bets with those, and if you lose them, so what? You get your tiles back. You're not out anything.
Right.
It's interesting because if you're the dice roller, that's the only thing where you're actually paying the gears, which is your victory points. You have to pay to roll more dice, but the potential for the payout
it
is
can
much
be
larger
so juicy.
Yeah.
as the dice roller. And so if you're able to buy all 7 dice, you can have massive payouts, so it can be worth it. But
Yeah,
lots
hell
of
yeah.
fun.
Nice.
Yeah, good pick. Really glad we played that yesterday. I was glad you brought it. All right.
Number 4. My number 4 is an oldie but a goodie with a twist. Some buddies of mine, my Magic buddies, came over. We played Defenders of the Realm.
Yeah.
Oops, all dragons edition.
All dragons.
I got the dragons expansion. We put all the dragons in, and man, it kicked our butt the first couple of times we tried it. But then we played it again, and we got it all the way down to the last one. And then the last dragon moved 2 times in a row and got to Monarch City, and we lost again. But at least we felt competitive that time.
Yeah.
But man, that was a bunch of fun. New characters that I got. I played with those 2, and it's just a great, for me,
So,
pandemic killer.
It is one of my all-time favorite games, and I do have that dragon expansion. I haven't played it yet, but I'm
Yeah.
really excited to hear
Yeah.
how horrible it makes the game. Like,
It's so hard because you can just put in certain dragons here and
Yeah.
there, but there is like rules for you can play all of them.
Go all of them.
Yeah, and so they have one they call it Raging Dragons. You put them all in, but then you take out the all is quiet cards. We're like, well, let's put all the dragons, but let's leave the quiet cards in
Sure.
there, and it still kicked our butt, man.
Yeah,
But
that's
it was,
awesome.
It was really good because it changes all the minions. The minions have special abilities too, and that's what kept getting us because the imps, the green ones, instead of just being like orcs, it's like you would spawn one and then you have to put one in every adjacent space too. And so like it kept just overrunning. Like we lost due to tank twice, and then the last one, like I said, she made it into Sapphire, made it into Monarch City 2 times in a row. She had the always moves. Yeah,
Ugh.
it was fun though. It was a good time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's great. So my number 4 is actually a game that Bob backed on Kickstarter, and I thought it was really cool. It was a Ryan Lockett.
Yeah.
But the Creature Caravan.
Nice.
We played Bob's deluxe edition.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, but really cool sort of game where you are. You're trying to move your caravan, down the map, and based on kind of where you end and put camps and what you cross over, going to give you different kinds of resources, which are going to allow you to do different kinds of things. You're going to buy different people, add them to your caravan, build up your engine.
Yep.
And was really cool.
Yeah. Simultaneous play.
Yeah,
which is
simultaneous
nice.
play, plays really fast. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was really well made. And but if you like Red Raven games, right? If you like the Ryan Lockett art style, it's very much in that universe and very much of that vibe. But I thought it was really cool. Like just a nice, easy, pretty straightforward game. But,
Yeah.
But lots of nuance in there.
Right,
Right.
you're just rolling those 5 dice, assign them to where you want, and you're like, drawing extra cards, and you're
Yeah.
spending cards to do things, and you're taking actions and moving your caravan around, setting up camp and whatnot.
Yeah,
and,
I liked it.
yeah.
I liked
I like
way
that you can win by just like going to the market and doing those types of things.
Yeah. Definitely lots of ways you can win the game.
Lots of ways to
right?
win. Yeah.
So it doesn't just feel like if one person
race, per se.
is racing. But technically, if you get all the way to the end,
you get extra points.
you get extra points.
Yeah.
May or may not be worth it. But you're sacrificing doing other things by pushing
Correct.
to get to the end.
Yep.
And of course, it's gorgeous because it's Ryan Lochte.
Yeah. And the components were great.
Yeah,
right?
the components are really nice.
Yeah, really cool. Those I like those ember zombies.
Ember zombies?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were cool looking. But that is my number 4.
Nice.
All right, let's continue with an older game. Picked it up last year. Finally got to play Skull King.
Yeah, you hadn't played it yet.
I had never played Skull King.
Oh, it's my favorite version of euchre, like solo euchre
So
spades.
this is Trick Taker from Grandpa Beck's games, and round 1 you deal 1 card all the way up to round 10, where you deal 10 cards. At the beginning of every round, everybody simultaneously
Yo, ho, ho.
bids. And the thing is, if you don't hit your bid, you lose 10 points for every trick you're off from your bid. So if you bid 2 and you get none, you just lost 20 points.
And if you bid 2 and you get 3, you lose 10
You lose
points.
10 points because you got too many.
You got to nail it. That's why I like it like spades, right?
Sure.
You got to hit your
Gotta
number.
nail it. Yeah.
But you've basically got 4 suits. One of them is the black cards, which is the trump suit. And inside of there is the Skull King, which takes every trick. Unless you play a mermaid, because he gets tempted by the mermaid, and the mermaids trump the Skull King, and he says, screw the treasure, I'm going to go do some stuff with the mermaid.
Yeah.
But also there's the pirates that can instantly win a trick as well.
But the Skull King
But
beats
the
all the
Skull King
pirates.
beats them. And so there's great little nuances to trick taking inside of here with these different cards. And you can even play with some of the variants in the back of the book where the pirates have different abilities, which are all really cool. I haven't even messed with that. I've only played the base
And there's
game.
the Kraken, which can like totally just tank the whole trick. Like nobody gets it. Yeah.
There's a loot card you can play.
Oh,
where
loot?
If you play with a loot card and somebody takes the trick, you become teammates with that person. You get bonus points based on how many tricks they take. So there's some fantastic wrinkles to trick taking in Skull King. Kind of feel dumb that I didn't play it years ago, but I don't care. This is going to go in my bag all the time now. I had a blast, and I had 2 other guys that are like, I might have to pick up this game when we were done.
That was one of the first games I had in my collection that when I would play it with other people, they were buying it by the time we were
Right.
done.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of like figuring out how things score at first. Like there's a lot of nuances to the score compared to other trick takers at first. And I was playing with casual gamers that are like, now, how does this work again? But after like 3 rounds, you're just breezing right through it. But yeah, it was fantastic. I can't wait to play more.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
Great game. Really excited. Glad you finally got to play it. It is
yeah.
one of my all-time favorites. It's so good.
That's going to take us down to number
3.
So number 3 for me is one that was new to me, new to both of us as we played Inferno this month. And man, that was just the components on this game and like what you're doing was so cool and so thematic. You're accusing people of certain sins. They're getting killed for their sins and going to the graveyard, and like their soul pieces have like a little laser cutout of like their sin like on the piece itself. You're paying to usher that soul into hell, and then you have to like move it down through these different chains to the proper layer of hell, and like it was so cool. The art it won best art in our top art of 24.
Yeah,
right,
when
that
we did with the full
42. Because man, as you're looking at that board or you're looking at the box art and everything, like there's just so much detail and so much going on in there. It's amazing, and it was a ton of fun to play. A lot of moving pieces, but we had a great time playing it, and yeah, so it hit number 3 for me.
My number 3 has already been mentioned, but man, Hoplomachus. That game kind of came out of the blue.
Okay.
We had the opportunity to review it for Chip Theory, and I was like, definitely want to try a Chip Theory game. And holy crap, was that game fun. I was having fun, even though I was getting smoked
You were getting
the
smoked
whole
the whole time too.
And it was me like not realizing how to lean into my faction's strengths until way too late. But I was still having an awesome time just by the dynamics of the chips and the way it all works, and just watching how all
I'd
these
say
different
back
effects.
and forth, but it was more just fourth.
Yeah, it was until you went back.
That's true.
But then, the crazy ending. We still have to play it with the
expansion.
Pandora's Wake expansion, and there's a couple of other modes because Bob and I just played head to head, but
Right.
like there's a cooperative mode where you can play
Against the Titan.
against the Titan.
That sounds awesome.
In the Pandora's Wake, there's ship combat. You play in a flooded arena, and then there's also what's called what is it? It's like champion mode, or is it champion mode? I don't know. Each player has a wretch, and you have to get your wretch to the other side of the board. And if you kill my wretch, and your wretch lives, you win. But if you kill my wretch and then I kill your wretch with my remaining heroes, I win because I finished off your wretch. So there's this really interesting. So there's all these different game modes in this. In this box, right? And then even just the regular box has like 3 or 4, like Hoplomachus Remastered has like 3 or 4 different game modes
in the box,
and like tons of different factions to choose from. Amazing components, just top notch.
Yeah.
Like all of these games that I'm talking about today, I would play again in a heartbeat. Like, and a lot of times, sometimes like a heavier game, like I'm like, well, yeah, I got to be in the mood. Like, I honestly, all the games I'm talking about today, like 100%. You got that out? Like, let's go. So, and Hoplomachus is one of my favorite games I've played so far this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just really good.
Heck yeah.
All right, Mike.
I'm sticking old school here. This is a game that's been in my top 50 as long as we've been doing it. It's one of my anytime, anywhere, any place games, and it's Karuba.
Nice.
Yes.
Anytime I see that box and somebody wants to play Karuba, I'm in. And had a couple people that hadn't played it yet. Karuba is an older Rudiger Dorn game, and basically you got 4 adventurers that need to get to 4 matching temples. Each game you're going to lay those out randomly, and then one person is going to draw a tile. There's 36 of them, and they're going to call out the number 34. Everybody grabs their 34 tile. You can place it anywhere on your board. Well, you've got to get those adventurers to matching temples. So you are trying to, as efficiently as possible, lay out these paths to get these people to their temples. Whoever gets the matching person to the matching temple the quickest gets the 5-point token, next gets the 4-point token, all the way down to 2 points if you're playing 4 players. But there's also like gold tokens you can pick up, which are worth 2 points, and then diamond tokens worth 1 point. And I just love how simple this rule set is, but it is just arduous because you got some tiles that come out that don't help you at all. And maybe you can't move anybody yet because your other option on your turn is you can discard the tile, and the number of exits on that tile is how many spots those people can move. And so it's really like a turn efficiency type of game. You have to be efficient with these paths. You don't want all these crisscrossing paths all over your
Meandering
board.
paths.
You want people to all be taking the same path, so you're reusing the same tiles, and then you can use as many of those tiles as you want at the end of the game. Just move, move, move. And I just always have a blast with Karuba. We still need to try using both of our copies to play an 8-player Karuba game.
Yep.
Really, as many copies as you have, you can play that many people. But if you like fun family weight games, I can't suggest Karuba.
I don't like fun games.
Yeah, you know. Haba, I think. Haba.
Yeah.
And also a hack for that game, too. So it says to take all the some of the tiles and put them face down, whoever's drawing them, and then draw them out of a stack. Get yourself a bag, and then just reach in there and pull one out. It's a lot more. It's a lot more satisfying.
I saw Bob's copy, which looks a lot newer than mine. It's one of my most played games of all time. I've played it almost 50 times, so every corner of that box is just beat to crap.
Nice.
White corners all over, and I finally put a random, a dark bag in there, so somebody's got the draw bag. So great idea.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Sweet. Man, that's going to take us all the way down to number 2. My number 2, gonna keep it with the new. It's so new, it's not even out yet, but Wildside is just so much fun. Our friend Wes Todd, friend of the show, is putting this game out. It's basically like 3 decks of cards, 4 decks of cards shuffled together. But it's got a
thematic thing. Like we played a prototype that was like 4 decks of cards.
And man, this is just so much fun. So you're playing your cards out. You have 4 cards face down, 4 cards face up on top of those. Plus you have a hand of cards. And as you play cards out, they need to be like of a kind or in a row. And the next person either has to play cards of the same number or lower. And once you get to 4 cards of the same, you wipe it and you can start over and play again. Plus there's wild cards cards that just do that right away. But like the trick kind of comes when you have those 4 cards that are face up. You can play those out, but then those face down cards, you don't know what that is until you play it. And so a lot of times you're just like, well, I don't have anything in my hand I can play. Well, hopefully this is a good card.
Right.
It's either good and you get to keep going, or it's not. It kind of busts and you take the whole pile, put it into your hand, and then you're dealing with all of that. You're just trying to shed those cards from your hand, and
That game
it's just
is so good.
Yeah, and it's so much fun for just, and it's all going to come in a little tiny box, and it's just one of those games where there's just a lot of fun packed into a small box. So
I think in the 3 months that we've had this year, we've all mentioned this game at different times. It's that good. Keep your eyes peeled for Wildside from Weather Vane Games.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's a blast.
it is.
Okay, so my number 2 is the newest to me game, just came out last year, and I'm going to talk about Slay the Spire.
Nice.
Just made it in under the wire,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Played it yesterday, played it today. Cannot wait to play it again. I mean, I was having so much fun playing it solo, and then I had a great time playing with you guys. I wanted to see how it worked.
Multiplayer, yeah.
With multiplayer, like, because I thought, oh, is solo going to be a bummer because it's just you? Like, should I play 2 characters, play two-handed? Nope. Plays just fine solo. Feels really good. Again, I do love the video game. Really, really, really had a great time playing Slay the Spire, and I know it's going to get played a bunch this year. Like, I just know it.
Nice.
So
I was worried how it was going to work with, more players, because what's nice about solo is you can just play at your own pace and not have to wait on other people. It's simultaneous, so there's no downtime.
Yeah.
Yes. That is my one issue sometimes with Deck Builder, is waiting on people to analyze every card in the market before they finally buy one.
yeah, because in this one, you're buying from your own market anyways.
right.
And the card rewards are like basically you pull 3, pick 1, add it to your deck. Those other cards go to the bottom of that card reward deck, and you just go.
Which is also simultaneous.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really clean. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Slay the Spire.
Tim, sometimes when you're right, you're right.
Exactly
And when you're
right.
right, you're right. My number 2 is Slay the Spire.
Hey-o!
I mean, we just played it before we shot this video. It was a blast. It was just like the video game, which is great. It incorporates multiplayer very well with like no downtime at all. Playing the asymmetric decks and working off of the other characters' decks feels really good, and it deserves its spot very high in the top 100 of BGG, even though it's less than a year old. Very, very worth it. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it.
Nice. Yeah, it was fun. All right. Takes us to number one. My number 1, I got to play this game a couple of times this month. I got to teach it to a bunch of new people. It's fantastic. It can take a little while, but it's a heavy game. It was my first Moncala game that I ever played. Ostia is beautiful. It's great. Cassandra was blown away by it. She's like, this is so much fun. And so she's like on her phone trying to find a copy of it. It's kind of hard to find, but she has so much fun. And I said, well, the base game is a little bit less. You don't have to add the Pirates expansion in.
Right.
But she's like, but the Pirates are so cool. Like trying to kill the Pirates and get the chest. I'm like, I know, I'm just saying,
And the chests look great.
Yeah, and the components are fantastic.
Yeah.
The insert leaves a little something to be desired. They tried with it, but with the expansion, it doesn't all fit. Get rid of it. Get yourself some...
just like a Plano box.
Yeah,
or
like a
something.
Plano box, exactly. And you'll be fine. But, man, this is just a fantastic game of picking up your ships, gaining resources, putting them all around the board, taking an action, and then you're just trading in the Mediterranean. So, yeah.
I love this game.
I was green with jealous rage when I saw them pull the Ostia box out, and I'm stuck playing something else that did not make this list.
But you do like. Oh, no, wait. No, you were playing something else.
Yeah, something else.
You weren't playing
maybe an
Panda Royale
honorable
then.
mention. No. Well, yeah, that one I love.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Ostia is my favorite game I've played this year. It's amazing. I love Ostia.
It is one of my all-time favorite games.
Yeah.
It is just like flying up the ranks.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yep. So I'm really glad I backed that one because we got a chance to review it last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. Like, I have not played a Moncala game before.
Yeah, well, I don't know that all
We'll fix that.
Moncala are created equal, though. That one's a pretty damn
It's
good
true.
one.
We're going to bust out Trajan one of these days.
Yeah, I'd
it's
love
going to
to play it.
happen.
Love to play it.
Old school, all-time favorite Feld game for me.
But my favorite game that I played this year is Inferno. Oh, my God. That game was so good. Again, the theme, the
oozes theme.
Oh, the board is so cool, and like the way, because the funny thing is, right, is you've got to every turn, the beginning of your turn, you either have to send somebody from the graveyard, you have to pay Charon over like a coin, right, to bring a soul over, and then where that soul lands, it tells you what action you can take up here, like with your your regular people, which area you can go to.
Action.
Or if you don't bring a soul over, you can move one down that is already in hell, and they can't move past their level, right? But you're trying to send them
to the proper level of hell.
To their proper level of hell, where then you're going to score those points. But then here's the really crazy thing. So whatever area of like Florence or whatever you're going to, right? There's kind of two sections. There's the ritzy side, and then there's the poor side.
Yeah.
So if, as an action, you want to accuse somebody of being a sinner over here, that's the poor side, right? So I'm going to take a sinner of that color, and they're going to go to the graveyard, execute it, and then my guy comes back and goes into my tower, which then I got to get him out later by doing something else. Whatever, awesome. But here's the crazy thing: if you go to the rich side of town, where those are the real juicy sinners, the high points ones, because they go way down in the lower depths of hell. You have to have a noble of that type as a guest in your tower.
Where you get the juicy deets.
Oh, man. Or, like, hey, we really need to make sure that this guy gets executed for these crimes. Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, you are a guest in our tower. Hate to be shame if something bad happened to you. Oh my God, this game was so much fun. The theme was very cool. I cannot wait to play this again with other Guardians at a higher player count. Because that's the other thing is there's Guardians in Hell that are doing different things. All the actions are really unique because anybody can move any of the souls in Hell.
Right, yeah, you don't control any specific one.
Right, so there was like literal moves where Bob and I are kind of like, this dude's not moving because
if I move it again, Tim's gonna move it one more spot and get the points for it.
And then it's like, ugh. And then it's like, well, maybe I can get Medusa over there and freeze him. Right. Turn him to stone. And it's like,
there was that one time I finally timed it though. I was watching. I was like, he has nobody there. Dude. He has nobody he can accuse to bring that back. Okay, I'm gonna move this guy here. And Tim goes, well, I'm gonna move down here. I was like, no, you're not. I go, you don't have a guy you can move, and you don't have anybody up there that you can accuse with. He's like, damn it, you got me. And I was watching so close to try to get that timed up.
Oh, it was good.
It was a good time.
It was good. And really cool because the other thing you're doing is as every time you execute somebody, Dante moves down into hell further, right? He's kind of your game
trail,
game timer. And the thing is depending on the circles of hell, when you kill somebody of a certain type of sin, you're going to basically gain some credit.
Yeah, you go up these tracks.
And then so whoever's got the most, when Dante passes that level, is going to get a diploma at the end of that track, and then that's how you're going to score a lot of your points. Is depending on how far you are on that track and your diploma
multiplier, and then how full,
and valuable that level of souls are. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really unique. I haven't played anything like it. Oh my God, it's my favorite game I played this year, and that's tough because I love. Like, Hoplomachus was my favorite game I played this year. And then I played Slay the Spire. Then I played Inferno. That was my favorite game. And Slay the Spire is, trying really hard to be my favorite game I played this year.
Right.
So this has been a great month.
Nice,
It's been a great month.
I really got to play Inferno. And I just want to say, when we were on the Full 42 and we were nominating games for Best Box Art of 2024, I nominated Inferno, and it won. But I'm the metalhead of the group. I love that dark kind of style and gritty art like that. So, love it. All right. So, my number one, yesterday I was playing a game, and then I became green with jealous rage when I saw Bob pull this box out, and I missed playing Finspan. But we have played it, and we did a review, and it's great.
It is great. It was. That tells you how good this month was, because Finspan was really good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Wingspan. I've played it a ton. I've played it a lot online. Even just base game, I still enjoy it incredibly. But Finspan is an awesome game in its own right, and it does feel very different. But in so much that I can see keeping both in my collection. It's a lot more forgiving. It's a lot easier to get cards out at the start because it's not just starting with a hand of 5 and choosing which cards you want to keep, and then you only get a combination of 5 cards and resources. So if you keep 4 cards, you get 1 resource, or if you keep 1 card, you get 4 resources, and then you got to go get more cards. In this game, you start with 5 cards and you already have 3 resources on your board. And some of those cards, you discard cards to play them, and other cards will consume the fish that are on your board to play them. And there's quick start cards that you start in your deck. So it is so much faster to get your engine going with FinSpan that I really appreciate how it ramps up a whole lot faster. And when you're diving down and doing those actions of like turning in, getting eggs, and then hatching those eggs into young, and then making the young swim together to form schools so that they score 6 points instead of 1 point each, man, it's a very different puzzle. It is a very different game. It just has a lot of the same bones, but it's a great game in its own right.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a more satisfying experience overall.
I taught 3 new people how to play yesterday when we were playing. They're all big Wingspan fans. They like it. They loved FinSpan.
Yeah.
Like they thought, they said it's a lot more forgiving. The resources aren't as tight. You're not, relying on a random roll of a die to get the resource you need. You're kind of self-sufficient almost with what you're doing. And yeah, all 3 of them really enjoy it.
It's easier to build that engine and set it up in a fun way.
Yeah.
I mean, it really
the other thing too that's big for me is, a lot of people say how the egg strategy in Wingspan is a little overpowered because it's the easiest thing. It's easier than tucking cards because you need the right cards to get a card tuck engine going. But also a lot of the in-game scoring or the in-round scoring goals are based on where you've put your eggs. In this, it's not. And so forming those schools and hatching the young gives you a lot more options at the end of the game than just running your egg strategy. Yeah. So it is not only more forgiving, but it's got more
paths to victory.
Exactly. So I was very happy with FinSpan.
Yeah, FinSpan's really good. It was really good. Really enjoyed it.
I'm interested to try Wormspan because I haven't tried it yet, but I definitely enjoyed FinSpan more than Wingspan.
Yeah, I really want to try Wormspan too. I've heard that that's a little more
crunchy.
A little crunchier.
A little crunchier.
Which I definitely love.
Which is fine. Yeah. It just depends, I guess, on how and what way is it crunchier than
I mean, my number 1 game played this month was one of the crunchiest games we played. It's crunchy.
It's those little skulls that are underfoot.
Oh, yeah. Because you trod into hell.
That's right.
All right, guys. We'll keep it short and sweet. Let us know what your favorite games you played in March were. And let us know if you've played any of the ones we talked about and what you think about them. Anything else?
Don't think so.
Thank you for watching. For the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Mike.
See you next time.